There is truly nothing that Betty Kellenberger cannot do at the age of 80.
She just finished a daunting adventure that has now given her a place in the record books.
Cameron James met her and has her incredible story.
It's been said a journey of 1,000 miles starts with just a step. Sure, but what about a journey of 2,000 miles or even further across 14 states, climbing and descending the equivalent of 16 Mount Everests? Sound too much of a challenge? Not for Betty Kellenberger. At 80 years of age, she just became the oldest woman to ever hike the entire Appalachian Trail. I sat down with Betty as she recovers from and reflects on her latest adventure.
You see incredible parts of our country, things that you wouldn't see otherwise.
A moment to relax and reflect for Betty Kellenberger after finishing the journey of a lifetime.
So much wildlife, it's gorgeous.
Kellenberger grew up on a farm near Howell. She says she was always fascinated by the idea of the footpath that ran continuously more than 2,000 miles from Georgia to Maine.
And I always thought, oh, it would be so cool to hike on the Appalachian Trail. Of course, I think I maybe thought I'd meet Daniel Boone, but but it was just always there in the back of my mind.
No stranger to endurance, Kellenberger put together an extensive teaching career in Carson City schools, spanning more than 4 decades. Never married with no kids means no one was stopping her from taking on a hike through more than a dozen states.
As a consequence, I don't have people hovering saying, we don't think you should do this. We don't think this is right. I didn't have that kind of pressure, and that makes it a whole lot easier.
One thing making it tougher, recovering from a knee replacement surgery. Kellenberger's doctor urging her to start simple.
So I went to Harper's Ferry, aimed at the Shenandoahs, which is a fairly easy part of the trail, and started hiking, and I could do it. Knee replacement and everything. So I just kept going.
The Appalachian Trail Conservancy estimates between 3,000 and 4,000 people attempt a through hike of the Appalachian Trail each year. Fewer than 25%, however, make it the distance.
Every single step is measured.
For Kellenberger, her first steps on the trail began in 2024, a trek that she describes as far from easy.
During the day, you dream of food, and you dream of, what can I get out of this pack? What can make it lighter? Because it's got to go up every mountain, and it's got to come down every mountain.
Kellenberger battled dehydration, a concussion from a nasty fall, and Lyme disease. Ultimately, she made it to the Virginia border before Mother Nature halted her progress altogether, ravaging the eastern United States with Hurricane Helene.
And Helene just devastated that area of the South.
Kellenberger managed to change her route northbound until cold weather delayed her hike until the spring of 2025. As she worked through New England during this year's hiking season, Kellenberger said she began to hear rumblings along the trail that she was set to become the oldest woman to complete the trail. The women's age record previously belonged to Linda Vanderloop, who finished the trail in 2024 at the age of 74. Kellenberger says she didn't set out on the AT with the goal of becoming the oldest woman through hiker. Age merely a number, she says the toughest task for her was staying focused on each step.
You have to plant your feet, look at the view, and then move forward. Every step, you have to be focused.
More than 2,000 miles of walking, offering her a chance to look inward.
You hike alone, and so you have your thoughts, and you have time, and you have, the presence of God and all that magnificent scenery. But it's the people you meet. It's the shuttlers. It's the folks who are hiking with you. It's an experience.
An experience that culminated in an emotional finish.
You're a basket case. You have so many emotions because you're excited about finishing. I was really looking forward to saying, I am done. But you also know you're going to miss this big time. You're not going to have what you have out on that trail, that peace, the serenity.
And now, having completed one tough challenge, her next hurdle is adjusting back into society.
This life is a journey, and it may be a series of little journeys, or maybe just the whole life is a journey. And the bigger your efforts, the greater the reward.
Kellenberger now holds the title of the oldest woman to complete the entire trail. She says the hike has her in the best shape of her life, and even after that knee replacement surgery and all those bumps and bruises along the way, she still has plans for more hiking in the future, taking on either Iceland or perhaps the North Country Trail through the entire state of Michigan up next.